All right. Trenton and Washington locked in for Carmela and Sarah. Jonathan and Kylie, you guys got pretty early. Do you think you have it?
We locked in with Wyoming and Lansing.
That is the correct answer.
Nice.
Very good.
I'm looking up the capital of New Jersey.
The capital of New Jersey is Trenton.
It is Trenton.
It is. But there's Boston and Charleston. There are other capitals that end in those same three letters.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are the only state and the only capital that end in those three letters.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will begrudgingly give it to you, but that was a rough. I spent that whole 3 minutes trying to figure out what the hell the question was asking.
That's fair. I apologize. It was a bit ambitious, but I thought it was cute. But Jonathan and Kylie do get points on that one. So good job to you guys for parsing the question and being able to solve that. That was good.
Hey everybody, this is Jonathan coming to you from the future. Well, I guess it's the present now? No, it's the past because I recorded this before you listened. Anyway, that's not important. I just wasted probably 15 seconds of your time. So I wanted to let you know that I wish we had handled this question differently. I didn't fully comprehend everything involved in the moment, but when I listened back to the question, I could see that there was definitely confusion over the fact that there were multiple state and capital combinations that ended in the same last three letters. So technically, because of the pinning down of the 44th state and the 26th capital, the answer that we went with was technically correct. But there was definitely unnecessary confusion, and with the added pressure of a timed question, I just don't like how it ended up working out. I'm happy to say that this question doesn't affect the outcome of today's show, but I do wish that I had done something different with it at the time. Okay, so that's it. This is Jonathan from the future, or the past. I don't know, I'm confused, but I'm saying goodbye, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, round 5, question 2. Your category here is song lyrics. Song lyrics. You guys do these questions sometimes, and I really love them when you do them. I love watching Jonathan solve a song lyrics question.
Oh, boy.
You're very good at it.
Or not solve them. I don't think I'm very good at it. They freak me out.
The times I've seen, you're usually very good at clicking and hearing it. I am bad at it.
Oh, man.
We'll see how you guys do on this one. Song lyrics is your category. This is going to be an 80s song. You're going to identify the 80s song from the following lyrics from the chorus, and I'm going to say blank where the 2-word title is being redacted. So it is a 2-word title. I'm going to say blank when it's been taken out of the lyrics, and these are from the chorus of an 80s song. Here are your lyrics. Once I ran to you, now I'll run from you. This blank you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears, and that's not nearly all.
Kylie,
we're locked in.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sending it to you right now.
Kylie, it's Tainted Love.
It's absolutely Tainted Love.
All I did was once I ran from you.
Me too.
Yeah, that's all.
Ran to you. Yeah, so it's definitely Tainted Love. Soft Cell, Tainted Love.
Once I ran to you, now I'll run from you. This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears, and that's not nearly all.
Woo!
Bum, bum. Good job, guys. That is correct. Tainted Love.
For some reason, my number one memory of that song is that it was used in the Coneheads movie, and there's a scene where the teenage daughter is like off being rebellious with her friends, and they're listening to that song at full volume in the car, and Coneheads and Soft Cell inextricably linked for me.
I rewrote the words to that song to fit the theme of the first Dragon Age game and called it Tainted Blood.
Ooh.
No offense meant. That is the nerdiest thing I've ever heard.
But the Dragon Age games are awesome.
All right. Good job. 10 for both teams on that one. We're going to finish up round 5 with a category called food and drink advertisements. Using the advertising slogan, turn your thirst upside down. The soft drink DNL, spelled in lowercase letters with a capital L, was a short-lived flavor of what brand name soda?
We're locked in.
All right, Jonathan and Kylie, talk it out.
I love that so much. That's great.
Yeah, so I'm definitely visual, and so I had to, as soon as you said DNL, I had wrote it all capitals, but then I thought, no, he said lowercase. And as I was looking at it, I literally flipped my paper, and it reads 7-Up. So that's what we locked in with.
Yeah, Carmela, Sarah?
Same deal.
We did the exact same thing.
Also, if you ever buy the Target brand, you can do the exact same thing, up and down. But yeah, we said 7-Up.
7-Up, absolutely correct. Good job, guys.
That is a fabulous question.
It's cute, right?
That is awesome.
Thank you. I ran this for Colin, my BP trivia cohort, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, this is 7-Up. I've heard of DNL." I'm like, "That's not how you're supposed to solve this question. You need to write DNL and then turn your thirst upside down."
I'm like, why would you turn it upside down? And I flip my paper. I'm like, oh, that's why.
Whoever came up with that, that's really clever. I guess it didn't sell well because it's too clever for the general market, maybe, but
Yeah.
really clever. All right. At the end of the 5th round, it's 139 to 112. Kylie and Jonathan are in the lead.
All right, we have one round left, and then your gauntlet. We're going to start round 6 with a category called Let's Go to Disneyland. When Disneyland first opened in 1955, it featured 5 different sections. Main Street USA, and 4 sections, all ending with land. I need you to name all 4 sections.
Maybe.
The number of S's in your yes response leads me to believe that you think that's correct.
I'm pretty sure. I'm just trying. Before I get too excited, like I did on the Patrick Mahomes thing, I want to make sure that I'm being prudent in my yes. But yeah, I think those are the 4.
I'm going to send you one more thing.
I'm good with all those, Sarah. If you want to lock in. All right,
Sure.
we're locked in.
All right. So you were quick, Kylie. You nailed out Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Frontierland really fast.
Yeah.
Frontierland has a special place in my heart. We had one of the funniest moments I can ever remember on this show is episode 100 when we had to come up with the Jerry Garcia side band project and somebody locked in with the Country Bear Jamboree. One of my favorite moments. So Frontierland always comes to mind quickly. So I suggested possibly Adventureland, and then the thing I wanted to mention was I think like that's where like Tom Sawyer's Island might be. That Tom Sawyer doesn't seem like that's a Frontierland thing. That thought that might be like adventurous kind of thing.
I'm remembering Tom Sawyer Island as part of Frontierland because Adventureland is where what is the ride? They made a movie with The Rock. Just the punny tour guides take you on the boat around the jungle cruise, jungle cruise, and the Dole Whip and the birds, the animatronic birds that sing at you. Why can I not remember a single name of the thing in Disneyland right now?
The orange thing.
Yeah, that's all in Adventureland.
I don't think we had Adventureland in Florida. I think this is specifically to the California one because I don't remember any of those things. If you think Adventureland is right, it feels good enough for me to go with.
Yeah, I think that is correct. Adventureland, Frontierland, Tomorrowland, and Fantasyland.
Okay, Carmela and Sarah?
Jonathan, do you remember the name of that band?
New Riders on the Purple Sage.
Yes, New Riders of the Purple Sage. So you want to know how I remember that now?
No.
So the original Riders of the Purple Sage is a book by a guy named Zane Grey. He wrote Westerns in like the first part of the 20th century. Waco's mom's name comes from one of his books, so that's why I remember it.
Oh, that's amazing.
So.
Very cool.
But I've only been to the San Diego airport. That's the only part of California I've ever been to. So this was all Sarah.
Well, there's 2 things. One is luckily, since I moved out here, I've been going to Disneyland about once a year, usually when family and friends visit. But I also I would love to plug a book. So there's this humorist called Charles Phoenix, and he is like a character, and he does like slideshows where he goes to thrift stores and finds people's old slideshows of like Americana Vacationland tourism kitsch, and he has a book called Addicted to Americana, and in the first few pages is him recalling growing up at Disneyland, and there's literally a pictures, and I was just looking at it the other day, and the map of the original Disneyland and him discussing it, and I'm pretty sure I immediately like you both, immediately jumped to Frontierland, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, and also said Adventureland, because Adventureland is kind of, the Tom Sawyer Island is kind of right in between Adventureland, which is the Enchanted Tiki Room, Jungle Cruise, out here Indiana Jones, etc. And in the back is Frontierland, and Tom Sawyer Island is kind of in the middle. And we do have a New Orleans Square out here. It's between those two lands, I believe, and is where like Pirates and Haunted Mansion are. So our four were Frontierland, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Adventureland, and I'm making myself sound way more like one of those Disney-obsessed people than I really am.
I'm just wondering when they're going to add Zombieland.
Oh,
They need to buy that.
Right?
They need to buy that intellectual property.
Well, Sarah, I am proudly a Disney park fan. Christine and I have been 2 or 3 times since we started dating. This is sappy, I proposed to her at Disneyland Paris.
Aww.
Right in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle. So we are Disney nuts. I came on and played the Disney game for you, Jonathan.
That's right, the Eliminator game we did.
Yeah, I won.
Oh, you beat Bonneman. I forgot about
I did.
that. Heck yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a heck of a win. Anytime you can say you beat Steve at trivia, you did something.
Yeah, he's better than me, and he knows it. He was very, very congratulatory, though. He's a nice guy. But yes, I was lucky to have won that, and that was a lot of fun. So I appreciate you for putting me on that one. That was good. So Disneyland, when it first opened in 1955, there were 5 sections, Main Street USA, and 4 sections ending in land. I don't know, since I've been going to Disney World in Orlando as long as I can remember, they have the same 4 lands. So if you're familiar with the Orlando one, you should know the answer to this.
Okay.
They are Fantasyland, Frontierland, Tomorrowland, and Adventureland.
Nice.
Yes.
All are correct. All right. Well, good job on that one. You both got all 4, and that is our Disney fix for the game. We're going to go into round 6, question 2. We have a category here in Greek mythology. Lending her name to a constellation, what princess was chained to a rock as a sacrifice to the sea monster Cetus, but is saved by Perseus, who ends up marrying her?
We're locked in.
All right, Jonathan and Kylie.
So, Kylie, the first name that comes to my head is Andromeda, and I think in the Clash of the Titans movie, the original with Harry Hamlin, it might have been Andromeda. But a part of me feels like I've gotten this wrong before, and that it's Andromeda's daughter.
So she's a princess, and there is a constellation named after her, right? Oh, yikes. Andromeda sounds good to me. To be honest, I don't have a ton more to offer on this because mythology, I just listened to a whole series of podcasts on them, but...
Cassiopeia. Who's Cassiopeia?
Cassiopeia, she is the queen who was hung in the stars upside down because she committed some kind of crime, and I attribute that knowledge to the movie Serendipity.
Okay,
that's where I got
that's really
that
good
from.
to know that then. I feel like I've run across this and that it wasn't Andromeda. In fact, I feel like Carmela has explained this to me, that the movie and the book were different, or the movie and the actual myths are different.
She ended up marrying Perseus.
So it does not strike me as a horoscope constellation, like one of our astrological ones.
No.
I don't even know if Andromeda is a constellation or a star. I think it's a star. I don't have anything better than Andromeda.
Nor do I.
All right. We're going to guess Andromeda, Bill.
Okay. Carmela, Sarah?
The woman that they hung in the sky, Cassiopeia, or Cassiopeia, however you want to say it, is Andromeda's mother, and she was hung in the sky because she tried to sacrifice her daughter to Cetus before she was saved by Perseus. Andromeda is a constellation, and that's where the Andromeda Galaxy gets its name from because it's located within that constellation. It is definitely Andromeda.
Andromeda's the daughter. Woohoo!
Nice.
100% correct. Good job. Andromeda is correct. The constellation lends its name to the galaxy in which you find it. Everything you said, 100% correct. So good job, both teams getting 10 points on that one.
I wish you said Cassiopeia.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, Kylie helped us avoid that for sure.
All right. Your final question of round 6 is a category called TV characters. This is kind of a long one.
Woo!
Not Duckman again. Here's your question. Although it sounds more like an avian superhero than... No, I'm just kidding. All right, here's your question. While serving in the U.S. Army, This TV character serves under a man who dies during war, with the character assuming that man's